Hey guys, this is Chance Williams, and today on Chance Shop Talk, I'd like to discuss with you a couple of things. One of my videos I did, a friend of mine asked me if I used some kind of script. The answer is no. He said I did pretty good. Well, then I got to thinking about a script. I think I'll try it. I ain't no good at it. So I'm just going to tell you from straight from the hip like I always do, and straight off the top of my head. So today I'd like to discuss with you why you should own a repair shop or you should stay a technician. Now, there is just so much involved in being a shop owner. It's not like picking different colored grapes. One you might like, one you might not. It don't go like that. You got to take them all. So what I'm pretty much saying is the first thing that you have to do on number one, what I'm going to tell you is you got to do some soul searching. You got to dig real deep and find out whether it is that that's something that you really want to dive into, because it takes a heap of money, a lot more money than what it took me back 25 years ago. Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I started with $25,000. $21,000 went to Snap-on Tools. Yeah, that man loves me. He knows he does. Number two, I think $1,000 went to advertising, $3,000 went to office furnishings and stuff, and I had $1,000 left. I think maybe a little over $1,000 left, and we used it for operating capital. Lord have mercy. That was tough. Well, my second year in business, come to find out that I was trying to figure out a couple of things. One is the accounting people that set me up all wrong. I should have never been a sole proprietor, which sole proprietor has its perks, but also sole proprietor really hurts when you're a small business, especially like mine. You pay 1.5% more in employee taxes, and a lot of you business owners out there know that, so you pretty much match or either double the taxes that you're having to take out on your employees, so you're paying a lot more in taxes. So Uncle Sam really loves us guys, and I think they'd like to see us around for a long time. Now, changing over to an S Corp, C Corp, or whatever LLC you'd like to can probably be done, but I understand that's a little bit of a headache. So I've always done right and always will do right by my customers. So if anything goes wrong, I'm there to take care of it, and always will be, as always. I've learned to bust my knuckles and take my my licks and my bruises along the way. But one of the things that you guys got to understand is once you figure out if this is something that you want to do, you've got to really dig in and do the number two thing that I'm fixing to tell you, education. Education is far, far greater now than it ever was. Now, back in the day, my second year in business, when I was sitting there and trying to figure out why I was paying all those taxes and such, and $17,000 one year, and I bought all this new equipment and stuff, and my tax guy was just, I don't think he knew what the heck he was doing, because, I'm paying $17,000 one year, $21,000 that second year, and then all of a sudden, a couple months later, I get called, an urgent call to come to his office ASAP. So I was a little pissy with him, and I told him I didn't have time. This is a Friday afternoon. I got people that need their cars back. Well, it was an urgent matter, so I take off and I go up there, and sure enough, there was a lady from the Internal Revenue sitting there. First time I ever met an Italian lady at all in my life, and she was not nice to me. She had explained to me that I owed her $28,000 in taxes. And I looked over at that guy over there that's supposed to be doing my taxes, and I'm about ready to wring his neck. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And the next thing I get hit with, Mr. Williams, we have levied your bank accounts and we have levied your home until you figure out how to pay us. Now, can you explain to me how you get paid every week and how much you get paid every week? I said, well, I get paid with money. And secondly, I can't tell you how much because I'm a commission-based business. One week it might be this, the next week it might be that, the next week it might be nothing. So there's no way I can tell you. This lady, for some reason, couldn't grasp that around her head and understand that. That's all I could tell her. So she pretty much told me, well, Mr. Williams, the only way you're going to be able to pay us is if somebody has a windfall in your family and gives you a whole bunch of money. And I laughed at that woman. I said, yep, I just see somebody in my family give you some money, because that's a joke. Well, that being said and that being out of the way, I had decided to leave from that office area there before something really bad happened. And so I take off and I get over to the office, and me and my wife are sitting there discussing it. So we kind of found this company that did kind of like no collateral, really super high interest kind of thing. And it was off the book, so to speak. And so I had no choice. I took it. And I think it was like 29% interest. God almighty, you pay $28,000 back, 29% interest. Do the math, guys. That's through the roof. So I did it. Well, then the next day after we figured that out, we finally got the money a week later, paid them off, got my house out of lane, got my bank accounts unlevied or whatever the heck they was doing to them, that I could reuse them again. So we went on to, she proceeded to reach over in her garbage can, pick up this little piece of paper, and it was a seminar. She said, we need to go to this. And I said, oh, Lord. So we did. Guys, I'm going to tell you something. That was the biggest eye-opener I ever had in my life. It was a company that did specifically only automotive. That was amazing. I'm telling you guys, it took me out of the gutters and it put me in control. It's put me and her both in control. Now I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. My wife knows more about the books than I do, but I do know some things about the books, and I am just proud to have her as, like I said, my backbone. You know, she's my everything. So she does really good at doing what she does. So, and I do really good at what I'm doing. So the second thing is, or that was the second thing. So the third thing that I'm gonna ask you guys is, y'all need to figure out if you can do it alone, or do you need a partner? Well, I don't recommend a partner, period. I just don't. Not even if it's your closest cousin, not if it's your brother. I just don't, unless y'all can get along extremely well and there's no arguing, no fighting, no guns being pulled out and those kinds of things. I do recommend your wife if you trust her. I trust mine. I trust mine 100%. If she tells me something, it's the truth. She's just that kind of girl. So you can get a partner and you can work into that, but you still have to understand your numbers. That way you can always trust but verify. And what I mean by that is, it's an old NCIS rule, Gibbs number, whatever it is. I don't forget what it is, but you trust but verify. That way you can always look into your finances yourself and see whether, make sure the money is being put where it is supposed to be putting, or being done, as far as being where it's supposed to be. So that way you know that you're not being ripped off. That way you can keep both of yourselves, you know, both partners in check, because there'll always be a doubt, especially on slow times when you're trying to figure out how to create or generate, you know, more business. That was number 3. So, number 4, you have to find a bigger reason why to do a business, whether it's an automotive business or hair and nail salon or anything. Because, you know, Tim, Tom, John, and Bailey over there, they all fix cars. There's, you know, 100,000 shops out there that fix cars. So you've got to kind of find and create your shop and why you want to make people come to you and enjoy coming to you. Me personally, it's a family for me. It's not a business far as customer base. It's a business for as family based. And I like that and I enjoy that more. And the reason I say is, you're a customer one time, but if you come back a second time, you're a family. It's simple as that. I mean, it can't get no sweeter. I'd super much, you know, enjoy knowing and getting to talk to everybody and understanding their hardships, their downfalls and stuff like that. And heck, I even give you mine from time to time. I don't, you know, regret anything I've ever done over my course of my lifetime, but I do enjoy what I do. And this is just some few tips that I think that you guys should actually really know. And I guess the last, number 5, tip's going to be is know your numbers. If you don't know your numbers and you don't know a P&L statement, you need to find out. So if you don't find out your numbers, you're going to be in a world of hurt. You need to know what your income is, what your outgo is. You need to know what your matrix is going to be, what your parts percentage is going to be. You need to know what your gross profit margins are. You need to know every bit of this whole big old bundle of numbers to put them together in order to make a business function. You cannot run a business from the seat of your pants. If you try to run a business from the seat of your pants, I promise you, you're just about going to fail. And if you don't fail, it's because you have unlimited resources to dig into and throw into it that you don't have to pay back. Can y'all throw me some? I still take it. I'm very comfortable in life. I love what I do. I got me old 66 Fairlane back here I'm working on. She's going to be a hot little ride one day. You know, I'm here at my shop at home. I enjoy what I do. I do it 24/7 if I could. And I'm still one of those guys. I quit when I'm done. I don't quit when I'm tired. So looky here. That's my 5 tips of the day. So remember, if there's ever any doubt that you should become, oh, let me give you another piece of advice. This is just me saying, I'm sorry, but if you're, this is going to go both ways. So if you are actually a technician and you love doing what you do, then you need to stay doing it. And the reason I say it is, you're going to have so many hats to wear that you're not going to like anymore. You're not going to get to do the things that you like to do. If you become a shop owner, you will be a parts guy, you will be a manager, you'll be a shop foreman, you will be a babysitter, you will be accounting, accounting, you will be receiving, and billing. You will be all these number of hats unless you have a good support system in place to put you through. And first and foremost, it's really super hard to find really good technicians that actually know what they're doing, that you can actually trust with a $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 car. Now, you also need to think about it. I could keep going on and on and on and on of reasons of being and reasons of not being. For me, there never was no doubt that I wanted to do what I wanted to do. So, from now on, I'll be trying to shoot out y'all some more information and let you guys know where I stand. And I will just definitely not do teleprompter because it's hard to read and talk at the same time. For now, my name's Chance Williams on Chance Shop Talk. Take care.